As budgets for animes continue to grow, we have seen a consistent push for more content and more shows. So we have to ask the question, what anime do you think would make a great live action?
If I want to be honest,
straight hit now.
Again, so if I'm thinking about this, it has to be a secure fan base. It has to be something that can be done.
Yeah.
With not too crazy of a budget.
Correct.
If I'm leaning that way, I'm probably gonna do like, is it Wrong to Put Girls in a Dungeon? Mushoku Tensei.
That would be a hit.
Because a lot of them are elves, demons, things that we do in most shows nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. So I don't see that as too much of a hardship. As much as I would like to say the Jujutsu Kaisens or, you know what I'm saying, maybe the Attack on Titans, I think that would cost too much.
I think Jujutsu Kaisen would be a great one because I don't think it would cost that much, because usually the big budget looking fights are near the end. Most of the things are just flashy abilities, things that we've done CGI.
I just think the domain expansion, especially, you know, and again,
domain expansion would be easy, man. I've seen low budget shows make stuff like that look cool.
I mean, for me, like I said, I'm leaning Is It Wrong to Put Girls in Dungeon, Mushoku Tensei, because again, you know what I'm saying, elves and gods and stuff like that is stuff that we always do.
Yeah.
So I don't really see it as a big hardship.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of like a layup. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I think as much as Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, these things, I think Naruto has one actually.
A live action coming?
Live action. I think
that's going to be a solid hit. That's one of the ones I'd say would make a great live action. Yeah, Naruto, don't get me wrong, the budget's going to run you. But I think it's a certified hit. You can't miss on that.
Absolutely.
If the fan base is too cooked up for too long, and it ranges so many age groups, right? So when the moment that comes out, it's going to be huge. But one I'd have to go with is Beyond Journey's End, Frieren, right? Yep. Because you like what you said about elves, demons, so on and so forth. That show kind of fits a mold or a niche that covers everybody. Guys get what they want. Women get what they want. It has a nice story that flows from one story to the next. You can even add extra parts into it because the episodes kind of flow. I don't want to say they flow like a filler because they're so good, but they do. You could add in an extra adventure here and there to expand your story further. Yeah. So that would be an easy one. And with the fan base that it already has, that would be a hit show.
What about Made in Abyss?
Made in Abyss?
Made in Abyss, it seems like a pretty dope one as well. But I don't know if Made in Abyss still has the luster it used to have.
It doesn't.
So, I mean, I don't know if that would be a server hit. You got My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia would be huge. My biggest worry would be the actors that are in the show itself, because they're supposed to be kids, right? So that's my big worry, is that the budget and the way it moves would cause a situation where it's delayed for 3 years and they're older. It's delayed for 2 years and they're older.
Why do you think so?
They had this issue with Euphoria. They had the issue with Stranger Things. And these are on different platforms here. Every time they start to add like teenagers or kids into something, we get these weird like 2-3 year gaps between a season, and some of them don't even return.
Yeah, that's the tough part. I mean, I've seen it's been done. Harry Potter was able to do like
movies. I'm talking about like shows though. Yeah. Movies and shows. We could go movies and shows, but I really say shows. Yeah. It gotta be a hit, right?
Like I said, for me, that if I'm going, it has to be Is It Wrong to Put Girls in Dungeon and, you know what I'm saying, Mushoku Tensei, because like I said, a lot of other stuff is gonna, you know what I'm saying. Now mind you, we could do shoujo. Shoujos are easy, you know what I'm saying. Slice of life are easy. You know what I'm saying?
We could play. If you're talking about older shows, Sailor Moon would have been a hit.
Sailor Moon,
a live action version of because it's mostly relationship based in the way it plays. Like the action only happens at the end of every episode.
Yeah, those are
that would be the biggest layup. So that's sitting on a table. Netflix, put it out there. But let the streets have it.
My question is anybody gonna get Dragon Ball Z right though?
Nobody can get Dragon Ball Z right.
It's crazy.
It can't. It's just the way the story is structured, the way the fighting happens. You can never get Dragon Ball Z right. I know a lot of you would like to see a live action Dragon Ball Z and have it be, grand. Maybe it could work for one movie, but it can't. It could work for probably one movie, but it can't work as a series, because what are they doing on episode 7? You can't tell me. What's happening on episode 4?
Every show is basically just a fight. Hey, somebody coming up and fade them out. Hey, Hey, who you is? Fake. That's what it is.
As crazy as it is, Dragon Ball plays like a monster of the week situation.
It does.
So that would become repetitive for a lot of people, and they'd stop watching the show.
What about Power Rangers? Power Rangers is basically the same thing.
Man, who the heck is watching Power Rangers type stuff nowadays?
You like that. You like that.
The stories now have to be a little more deeper for some people. And I don't think Dragon Ball would do. Now, if we're gonna play with a little bit of a budget, Hunter x Hunter, I think Hunter x Hunter would be great. Now, don't get me wrong, the fan base would probably be like 80% male.
I think Hunter x Hunter would do well in the beginning. But once you get to like the Chimera ants, I ain't gonna lie. I think
nah.
Because like the Hunter exam and all that's doable, just running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I said the budget would be a little.
That
crazy.
kind of, you know what I would like?
What?
But I think again, just like Jujutsu Kaisen, I think the budget would be too crazy. Bleach would be a really good one. Sword fighting,
would.
All that stuff. But them Bankais,
the Bankais would break.
That's gonna run.
That would break the budget.
Bankai, that's gonna run.
We get one Bankai per season.
Yeah, they're gonna build up all the way to the end of the season. So like, as far as like, but again, outside of the Bankais, it's very doable. Sword fighting, you know what I'm saying? We've seen that before. Monsters, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely doable. But I just think with the Bankais, that's gonna be the hardest part.
What slice of life anime do you think would go perfect and be a hit?
Well, see, I'm gonna be biased because I like what I like. So for me, School Days,
okay,
fire. Even though everybody knows School Days it gets gruesome at the end, but a special one to my heart, and also Toradora. You know what I'm saying? Which again, very easy. Main character, girl, help each other out, become friends, and then they end up falling in love. Very simple show. You know what I'm saying? So,
the creator of One Punch Man. Mob Psycho would do real good.
Oh, that's
and Mob Psycho, because of the theme of mental health, so on and so forth, everybody would kind of get what they want, right?
Yeah,
and the kind of love interest between him and the girl. So you get your little relationship situation, you get your mental health situation, you get your depression situation, and we get action fighting.
But let me ask
that
you,
would be a hit.
The question is, are the actors going to be ugly? Because Mob Psycho's drawing, everybody knows Mob Psycho's drawing is kind of subpar.
You're not going to get
hey, they gotta be one-on-one adaptation. They gotta have weird looking faces. They gotta be one-on-one. If you out here getting all pretty people, I'm like, hey, this ain't Mob, bro. I need some misshapen heads. I need some craziness.
Nah, you can't get ugly people, man. You can probably get away with the TV ugly where you slap some braces on somebody and say that they're ugly.
They have like pimples. If they all pretty people, bro, this ain't Mob, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's not Mob, bro.
But I think Mob would be one of the ones that I think would be doing very well. Mm-hmm. Now, what action, is there anything gun, like with robots that you feel would do good? Because I think that would be very difficult. And I think
Gungrave would do well. Gunslinger Girl will also do well. So like for me, that's the ones I'm leaning towards. But like, I don't know, like, you don't really care about the video game animes, but from y'all know, Shangri-La Frontier would be fire, and also Sword Art Online. Now, mind you, again, the reason why it's easier is because it is a video game, and we've seen Player One, we've seen what's that Ryan Reynolds movie? The Good Guy. This is called The Good Guy, whatever. Where he's in a video game as well. So we've seen movies where these guys they go into video games and all this stuff is going on, whatever. Even the Mario movie, technically. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's all CGI.
The series we're about to finish with Tokyo Revengers?
Yeah.
That?
I think they have a live action for that one though.
They Yeah. I probably have to dig.
I think, but like again, it's not popular. This is popular for people who follow Tokyo Revengers, but I think they do have a live action. I don't really watch it. To be honest with you, like.
I'm just saying, if you're talking about if one of the larger studios in America pieced it together, that's an easy one to do.
Absolutely.
That's a gimme. You should be able to do that one.
That one, because again, there's no powers, just fighting. That's
straight up walking around town.
That's a
relationship, gangs. The fights aren't that crazy, so that one you should be able to do. That one should be a hit.
You know what? When you don't watch this anime, but Blue Exorcist would be really dope. You know what I'm saying?
Haven't started that one yet.
Blue Exorcist, really cool. You know what I'm saying? Kid's a demon. He, you know what I'm saying, puts his demon powers on a sword. Now, I mean, besides Blue Fire, it's pretty doable. You know what I'm saying? He has a tail, whatever. That's easy. Like I said, they do that in a lot of live action and regular TV shows anyway. So for me, those are the ones like I said, if they wanted to, bro, they could do a lot of, especially because what they spent on Avatar.
Yeah.
None of these things they pale in comparison to what I spent on Avatar. So for me, like now with the way CGI is and stuff like that, and the amount of budget is there, it wouldn't spend. I think a lot of these shows could be really well, adapted live actions. The problem is that these great shows need to stay as great shows. Don't try to adapt it and change it to what you want it to be, because then people are not gonna tune in. But if they just okay, this is a really good show, we want to adapt it, whatever, talk to. And I love what Netflix has done with the whole One Piece thing and getting involved with the creator of the show and saying how it'd be best to adapt that series. I think they should do that with every live action, because again, the writer of the show, the story is gonna know what the best part you could probably take out, or shorten up whatever, instead of just you guys making that decision, because you might cut out something that is really important.
Well, we gave them some ideas. So Netflix, HBO, Max, whatever, get it done.
Call us. You know what I'm saying? We can make a show for you.